Hi and welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be changing the air filter on the Ford Fiesta Mk6 1.25 16 valve Duratec engine. Now it's a fairly simple job, but Ford seems to have made it a little bit more of a pain in the backside than they should have done. It should be a 2 or 3 minute job at most, but as with some things that Ford do, it's going to take about 10 to 15 minutes. Anyway, it is a fairly simple job. All you need to do the job is a Torx socket, a 10mm socket and a screwdriver. So let's do it. Okay, the first thing we need to do is remove these two 10mm bolts. Next we have to remove the hoses. This is the air filter feed, and all you need to do is twist and pull that one out. Secondly, we need to remove this one, and this is where the screwdriver comes in handy. That just pulls off. Make sure you don't lose a clip. There is one more little hose I forgot about, and that's this here. I'm sure you can see it just feeding in there. That just clips out, and then all being good, you can just lift the air filter box . A little bit more difficult than I thought. There we go. That was a tight fit. In fact, I doubt whether this has been removed before, which is why it was a bit reluctant to come off. As you can see, these two rubber mountings fit on these, and that fits in a little slot here. So if it's been on a long time, this can become a little bit wedged on, which was why it's so difficult to remove. Anyway, let's go and get the filter out. Okay, here's the base of the air filter box, and guess how many Torx bolts there are holding that on? You'd expect 3, probably 4, but no. For some reason Ford decided it was going to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now, I don't know whether I made it gold or anything, but I think it's the most number of bolts I've experienced in changing a simple air filter. But anyway, let's go ahead and take it off. Okay, that's all the bolts out, so now we can lift that out and reveal, whoops, the air filter. Whoops, this has been in for rather a long time, I would guess. And in fact, the date on the air filter here is the 20th of April 2005 or 6. So that's the original air filter, and as you can see, it's filthy and it's breaking up. Now I've just realised I've forgotten to get the right air filter for this. So unfortunately, just pretend this is a brand new air filter. I will be doing a full service on this car in a week or so's time, so I'll be replacing it then. But just imagine this is a brand new air filter, so that's going to go in. So we'll leave that air filter in. I don't like to leave a car without an air filter. You don't know what can get into the system. I know it's not being driven at the moment, but bugs or even mice. So anyway, we'll put this back together now and put it on the car so we can finish the video. It's just the reverse of the dismantling procedure. Right, I won't bore you with the tightening up of all the screws, so you can join me after it's all. Replacing it is the reverse of taking it off. Make sure you locate it on these two lugs, and then that bracket there will slot into there. So that looks as though it's lined up. That seems secure. So the next step is to fit those two 10mm bolts. Right, so all that's left to do is to connect all the hoses that we removed. So first this one, that's just slot in and twist. This little air pipe down here just slots in. And this one, just replace the clip, shove that on. And then the worst thing is to try and get this to tighten up. I haven't got any more of these, so what you'd normally do and make life a lot simpler is to use a Jubilee clip. Unfortunately, I haven't got a Jubilee clip of the right size, so I'll need to get that one for when I do the full service. So there it is, air filter fitted. So there we go. Although I haven't really changed the air filter, I've shown you how to do it. So it's really a very straightforward job. The biggest pain really is this clip here, and as I said, I'll replace that with a Jubilee clip unless you've got the right tools. I have got the right tools, but these are usually just one use only, then you have to replace them. So would I recommend you having a go at changing your own air filter? Without a shadow of a doubt. All it is really is undoing bolts, Torx bolts, although there are rather lots of them on this air filter box, and just taking it apart, putting the air filter in and plopping it back on. Nothing difficult at all. Sometimes I think some manufacturers make it just seem difficult to change the air filter because obviously they want you to take it in for a service, and especially for a car of this age I wouldn't recommend taking it to have it serviced. I'd certainly do it myself. Right, so what's in store for the next few videos? As I say, I'll be doing a full service on this car. I'll be changing the air filter, the fuel filter, the oil, the pollen filter, and then we're going to be having a look at the brakes. After that I'll be removing the rear bumper, so I'll be showing you how to do that because that needs some repair work, as you've seen, and then there's other jobs in the offing. So I hope to be releasing at least one video a week, maybe 10 days. So please keep watching, please subscribe, there's lots more to come, and thanks for watching. Goodbye.